whatever we say is what our life will be. And so if we are saying, I don't have enough money, then by law of attraction, we will not have enough money. We will continue to not have enough money. So what we have to do is we need to speak about what we want. And we need to talk about, for example, if it's money or if it's health or if we're not feeling really great, then we can talk about what it feels like to be really well instead of talking about not being well, right? Because if we're talking about not being well, we're attracting more of that, more of that, more of that.
Right.
And so that's basically law of attraction. I mean, it is so wonderful and it's so intricate. And the more that it becomes a part of your life, the more you see the little kind of twists and turns.
Synchronicities.
Like for example, if you're saying, I'm so overwhelmed, there's just so much going on at the moment and I can't get on top of things and I'm just overwhelmed. Guess what? Guess what's coming? More overwhelmment,
right.
more,
So when we speak about things that are frustrating us, that are overwhelming, that are stressing us out, that we're in lack of, when we speak about them, or we're constantly in a loop of thinking of those thoughts and then speaking them to ourselves or to others, what I'm hearing you say is it's going to be a lot harder to get beyond those struggles than to speak in a different way or think in a different way. Is that what I'm hearing you say?
That's the case. And in fact, until we think differently, it won't change.
Really?
It wouldn't matter all the action in the world. All the action in the world will not override a belief that we have. And usually when we speak, for example, if I'm saying, I'm so overwhelmed, so much is happening. And when we're saying I'm so overwhelmed, we believe it, like we're saying it with conviction, right? And so the fact that we believe it, it's not going to change. We're going to keep, more things are going to come, more things are going to come.
And even if someone, let's say they did work hard for a long time and they're feeling this overwhelm and all of a sudden they started to make a lot more money, but it's not going to change the overwhelm if they keep thinking it.
That's right.
So more money might come because you spent more time in this world and worked hard, and it's just your time to make more.
Right.
But you still might say, well, I'm still overwhelmed. It's not enough.
Yeah.
Right? There's not enough feeling. Even though you have more, you're still stressed and overwhelmed.
You're still stressed
and that's why you see
overwhelmed.
people with money, some people with money who aren't fulfilled or happy. They're still overwhelmed.
That's right. Yeah.
So how do we shift it so that when more comes our way, we're actually not feeling more overwhelmed, but more in abundance and grateful for that?
It's so simple. It's so easy. We just have to think about what we want. And do we want to feel overwhelmed? And no, we don't. So what do you want? I want all of the success, but I want it to be effortless and easy. And I want to have lots of spare time. And I want to really be enjoying it. And I want, talk about what you want and talk about what you want until you have what you want.
When people talk about what they don't want consistently, what typically happens?
They get that. That's what they get.
More of what they don't want.
Yeah, they get more of what they don't want. If we could just talk about what we want, our life would be incredible, amazing, spectacular. That's it. Just to talk about. But we have a world that's very beautiful, but orientated towards drama and news is negative, and so it's challenging for people, but we're all in it together.
Yes.
Because we're all dealing with the mind, and the mind that might be delivering a whole lot of negative thoughts, but not one of us, it's not harder for one or easier for another. We all have this mind that can be like a flatmate and chatter, non-stop chatter, keep going on, so we're all dealing with that, and the mind, it's just a program. It's not an entity, it's just a program. And so through I think, because it was certainly through my experience, through The Secret, you can totally train your mind to be positive so that it is not leaning toward the negative all of the time. And positive is just what you want.
Right.
Right?
When someone is thinking or speaking about what they want, does that mean that they are in lack of it? Or how do they speak about it where it's not from a place of lack?
Right. It's a good question, because
you know what I mean? If I'm
it's
like,
a fine
I want
line.
this, but I don't have it. So how do we speak about it where we're in gratitude and positive around it, as opposed to, I really want this thing, but it's not in my life right now, but I really want it.
Yeah, but the problem is you just cancelled out the manifestation when you said, but it's not in my life right now. Yeah, because if you're saying that, well, you could say it like this: I would really love to have this. It's a little bit softer, right, than I want, but to manifest something to deliberately manifest, you have to want it, but then you can't have any thoughts of, well, it's not here yet. Because the moment you say it's not here yet, what does law of attraction do? It's not here yet.
And it's constantly not here yet.
Yeah.
So say this again. How do we really manifest something? We put it out there, we speak it or we think it, but then we detach from it?
Yeah. And, here's the thing. We so don't realize our own amazing power that we can just ask for something and it will be given to us.
Now here's what the criticism online is for The Secret,
okay,
or the law of attraction,
okay,
or anyone talking about manifesting.
Okay.
This is what I'll see people, and this is typically people in lack, or maybe people with more of a negative frustration because they don't have what they want. They will say, or these are comments that I'll see, you can't just think something and expect it to appear without putting in the hard work, without action, without consistency. The world just doesn't work like that. When you see comments like that, or people say this, how would you respond to someone thinking that or saying that?
Well, I don't, I always kind of feel that everybody has the right to think what they want and believe what they want. And I know it's not the case. I remember Lester Levinson said something so incredible. He was a wonderful teacher. He's not alive anymore, but he was very simple in the way that he talked. And he told these students that if you want something, I could lock you up in a room and padlock that room, and you ask for that, and you have it, right? You have it now, and it will come.
Really?
Yeah, it will come, and nothing in this world can stop it. So,
wow.
Right?
What are some examples in your life where you've thought or spoken about something you desired or wanted, and it has come effortlessly? Or maybe an example of people that have written about their success stories. Is there anything you can think of?
Right.
Where maybe for a long time they'd struggled in manifesting or attracting what they wanted, but they started to apply this and really believed it, and that thing came to them.
Right. Well, when I did a book signing, and I got to talk to all of these different people, and every single person at that book signing told me about how their life had completely changed.
Wow.
And what was amazing was, so somebody would say that they were working, I don't know, cleaning a bank or something, and they wanted to have their own sound studio. And that is what they decided to manifest. And they visualized, and they felt it, and they wouldn't allow any thoughts of doubt to enter their mind. And they are now running one of the top sound studios in LA.
Wow.
But not just that, they met their perfect partner. They bought their dream house. They have, 2 children, or they travel. Every single thing that they wanted, they received. And that was what was so amazing about all of these people when I was signing books. It wasn't just one thing in their life, but these people were amazing. They did gratitude all of the time, or they did affirmations all of the time. And they had a complete change within themselves, you know, to be kind, you know, to other people. And so they would think positively. They were aware when negative thoughts came, and they would stop them in their tracks. And so for me, I think the biggest manifestation for me was The Secret.